Right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So we had everyone's favourite socialist, Alexandria Ocasio Cortez, questioning the former ICE director Tom Homan on illegal immigrants and family separation yesterday. As always, AOC gives a great account of herself, showing her amazing level of intelligence and preparation for the questions she asks. Her research is on par with the great Stephen Hawking. Of course, I'm joking, it was a complete train wreck. Let's check it out.
Us to be very careful with that. With that, Ms. Ocasio Cortez.
You know, Mr. Chair, I was looking, how did we get to this point? How did we get to this point where we take children out of mothers' and fathers' arms? And, you know, it dated back, family separation in the way that we have seen it, where we take children away from their parents without due process, began last year under Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen, but I had to dig further. And our staff dug further. But where did this start within the administration? She implemented it. And we found a memo. It dates back to April 23rd of 2018, where there was an official recommendation to, quote, pursue prosecution of all amenable adults who cross our border, quote, illegally, even though this applied to legal asylum seekers in practice, including those presenting with a family unit between ports of entry in coordination with DOJ. Here is the memo that I would like to submit to the congressional record.
What is the date of that?
It is the memorandum for the Secretary from Homeland Security.
Date.
April 23rd, 2018, subject increasing prosecutions of immigration violations.
Without objection.
And so I looked at this memo, and it seems like this is the source of it. And it seems as though, Mr. Homan, that you are the author. It says here from yourself, Kevan Haynes, and Francis Cisna. Is this correct? Did you sign the memo?
I'd have to see what you...
I'd be happy to provide it. And we'll provide it over, but I would like to note that here it says the official recommendation. There were 3 different options presented. The third included the option for family separation. This initiative would pursue prosecution of all amenable adults, including those presenting with a family unit. Mr. Homan, your name is on this, is this correct?
Yes, I signed that memo.
So you are the author of the family separation policy?
I am not the author of this memo.
You're not the author, but you signed the memo.
Yes, a zero tolerance memo.
So you provided the official recommendation to Secretary Nielsen on for the United States to pursue family separation.
I gave Secretary Nielsen numerous recommendations on how to secure the border and save lives.
But it says here that you gave her numerous options, but the recommendation was option 3, family separation.
What I'm saying, this is not the only paper where we've given the Secretary numerous options to secure the border and save lives.
And so the recommendation, of the many that you recommended family separation.
I recommended zero tolerance.
Which includes family separation.
The same as is with every U.S. citizen parent gets arrested when they're with a child.
Zero tolerance was interpreted as the policy that separated children from their
If I get arrested for DUI and I have a young child in the car, I'm going to be separated. When I was a police officer in New York and I arrested a father for domestic violence, I separated that father
Mr.
from his
Homan,
family.
with all due respect, legal asylees are not charged with any crime.
When you're into the country illegally, it's violation 8 United States Code 1325.
Seeking asylum is legal.
If you want to seek asylum, you go through the port of entry, do it the legal way. The Attorney General of the United States has made that clear.
Okay. Mr. Chair, the memo is submitted to the record for review.
So she starts her little spiel with some carefully chosen wording. She says family separation in the way we are seeing it now. That is her way of saying, I know Barack the Soy Boy Obama was nicknamed the Deporter-in-Chief and had a similar policy to the current one, but she can't admit that because her focus is Orange Man bad. That's what she auditioned for, as reports have it, so she is playing her part. As with any role, they got one of the dumbest spunk trumpets they could find that would spout the right shit, even if she is constantly caught out for her stupidity. Take a look at the Amazon deal she blocked because she wanted to spend the tax break money on New York's public services. The tax break I'm talking about had been offered to Amazon to build a new HQ in New York with 25,000 new jobs, if I remember right. Clearly she doesn't have the intelligence required to realise that without the Amazon deal that she rejected, there is no tax money, you idiot. So you ain't going to spend a tax break, are you? Us Brits complain about our politicians, but I doubt we have one quite as stupid as her. If you guys know of any, let me know. She accuses the former director of ICE of being the author of a policy when in fact he just signed it. I thought she said her team had dug deep and did some research to get to the bottom of it. But in actual fact, she found the first bit of paperwork that linked an old white man to the imagined crimes against these poor illegal immigrants and run with it. I mean, he completely rubbishes her claims of research or digging deep when he states I gave numerous recommendations on how to secure the border. Why is she not submitting them? As they all relate to the issue being discussed, obviously. My guess is they don't suit her narrative, so her research team was told to ignore them. Because let's be serious here. This spunk trumpet won't be doing any actual work herself, will she? She will have a team of staff doing everything for her while she cries at empty parking lots. What a complete fucking disgrace to America this dopey bint really is. The standards must have been low when she applied for her job, that's all I'm saying. Now Tom Homan rightly points out that when a US citizen is arrested, they are separated from their children, which is the same the world over. Well, as far as I'm aware, everywhere in the world, they don't say, oh yes, all right, bring your kids, we'll give you a nice little house to stay in while we deal with you. How did she not see that response coming is what I want to know. Oh yeah, I forgot she's thick as picture, isn't she? We then hit the moment when this idiot reached peak stupidity. Legal asylees are not criminals. Does she even hear the shit that comes out of her mouth? If you cross the US border at an entry point with asylum seeking facilities, which I expect is going to be most of them, then you've took the legal route in and you're an asylum seeker. If you cross anywhere else, you have broken the law and you're an illegal immigrant. And this guy, being an ex-cop and the director of ICE, or former director of ICE, points out the exact fucking law covering it. You literally couldn't make this shit up. Did she not know she was talking to the former director of ICE who deals with this exact law in question on a daily basis? And a former New York City cop at that. He's going to know the law, isn't he? This dumb bint doesn't even know her arsehole from her earhole. She was so fucked from the moment she opened her mouth in this, it was unreal. When he says the Attorney General has made it clear if you cross the border anywhere else other than a point of entry you are breaking the law, hence they are a criminal, she is forced to sink back into her seat after being absolutely dominated by this old white man. I bet that fucking bruised her ego a bit. But I'm going to end the video there, guys. This woman has to be the dumbest politician I've ever seen in the world. I mean, I never expect a commie cumbucket to be intelligent, but this woman really does take the piss. I'm shocked she even has the brain capacity to remember the automatic bodily function called breathing with the level of stupidity shown here. But let me know what you think down in the comments section below. Leave a like and share the video as it helps the channel a lot. And consider subscribing with the notification bell to know when I upload a new video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one, guys.